some village women informed the nurse that King Creon was entertaining Ageus, king of Athens, at his residence. The nurse revealed that Medea and Ageus were well acquainted, and she suggested that Medea ask him for refuge after being driven from exile. Medea doubted whether Ageus would accept her, since she planned to kill Creusa, King Creon, and Jason. The nurse counseled her against such revenge, just as Medea's husband, Jason, arrives. Jason expressed dismay that Medea insulted King Creon, and noted that if she had handled herself appropriately, she might not have faced exile. He said that, after repeatedly insulting the king and his daughter, she might have faced prison or worse, but Jason intervened to calm Creon's anger. When Medea attacked him for thoughtlessness toward his two sons facing exile, Jason said that his plan was to groom his sons to assume Creon's throne after his death. However, since Medea's temper has ruined those plans, he is planning to have another family that will assume rule of Corinth. Medea then threatened to kill Creusa and ruin Jason's marriage plans. She noted that she cheated her father for Jason and saved Jason's life on numerous occasions. She poisoned the Great Serpent, one of her father's tests for Jason to obtain the Golden Fleece, and killed and dismembered her brother so that her father would be compelled to stop and pick up the pieces, slowing him down as he was trying to catch Jason before he left his kingdom. She became an exile in her own homeland for the sake of Jason. She then arranged to kill Jason's uncle, Peleus, who had earlier murdered Jason's father and siblings and taken the throne from him. Jason countered that Medea's life in Greece was much better than in backward Colchis. Through Jason's network, Medea mingled with the leading intellectuals and political leaders of Greece. He also noted that the reason Medea helped him obtain the Golden Fleece was that Venus, goddess of love who favored Jason, compelled her. Jason requested to see his sons, but Medea refused. Jason departed in a huff. Medea then prayed to an ancient goddess to provide her with the means to take revenge on her enemies. Into this melee, Ageus arrives, blissfully unaware of what he is walking into.
He's here, my lady. Ageus, King of Athens, is here.
Rejoice, Medea! There is no fairer greeting from friend to friend. Hail and rejoice, Medea!
Rejoice. It may be so. It may be I shall rejoice before the sun sets.
What's the matter with you? Your eyes are cavernous and your mouth twitches.
Oh, nothing. I am quite well. Fools trouble me and dogs. Have you come from far?
From Delphi, where I went to consult the ancient oracle of Apollo.
Delphi? Did you get a good answer?
An obscure one. Some god or another has made me unable to beget a child. That is my sorrow. But the oracle never gives plain responses. But Medea, I tell you these things because you are skilled in charms and mysteries and may be able to help me interpret the goddess' meaning.
You want a child? What did Apollo say to you?
But I must not unearth the hanging foot of the wineskin until I return to the hearth of my fathers.
And you've never had a child?
No, it is bitterness.
It's bitter to have children when misfortune comes. To watch their star-like faces grow dim to endure it.
When death comes, Medea, it is for a childless man. Utter darkness, despair, extinction. One's children are life after death.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Then, if one had a dog-eyed enemy and needed to seek absolute vengeance, kill the man's children first. Unchild him and then unlife him.
I do not care to think of such horrors. I have no enemy. What is it, Medea? What's the matter? You're trembling.
Oh, I am quite well. Fools trouble me and dogs, but not that.
What has happened to you?
Oh, my dear, my love.
I would not hurt my children. Their father hurts them.
Jason, what has he done? What do you mean?
He is denied and banished both the children and me.
Jason has done that?
He
Why?
is glad of it. He has cast us aside and married Creon's young daughter. And Creon this very day is driving us into black exile.
Jason consents to
He
that?
is glad of it.
Why, it's atrocious. It's beyond belief.
Asking for refuge, asking for Athens.
Where will you go, Medea?
Do not think such men ought to be punished, Ageus.
But where will you go to, Medea?
Righteousness on heaven or in earth, they will be punished.
Oh, if bewildered, sir. She's lost in the storm and the ocean of grief. If not, she'd want to come to Athens.
Oh, yes. That should be so. That startled the man. Ageus, will you protect me if I come to Athens?
Why, yes. Yes. But I want no quarrel with Creon. I'm his guest here. But if you, by your own accord, come to Athens, I will take care of you.
I could rip you over it. I know the remedies that would make a dry stick burst into hate and flame.
You'll cure my sterility?
I could do so.
You're famed for profound knowledge of dress and charms. When will you come to Athens?
If I come, if I choose, if the gods allow it. But tell me, Ageus, will you protect me if I come to Athens? I have certain enemies. Powerful enemies come baying for my blood. Will you protect me?
Why, yes. But what enemies?
I will need peace of mind and a free will to perform the medicines to make you well.
You'll have them. You'll have them, Medea. Come the four corners of the earth. Your enemies will not enter the city. You'll be safe there. I am your pledge.
Do you swear it, Ageus?
Why? I promised.
I trust you. Your oath is formal. Your cure depends on it. You swear by the fruit of the earth and the high shining heavens to protect me in Athens against all men. Swear it.
I swear by the fruitful earth and the high shining heavens to protect you against all men.
And if you should break this oath,
I will not break it.
if you should break this oath,
I will not break it.
the earth will give you no bread but death, and the sky no light but darkness. Must repeat the words, Ageus.
If I break it, the earth will give me no bread but death, and the sky no light but darkness.
Have sworn.
When will you come to Athens?
Athens? Oh, Athens! Why, if I come, if I live, it will be soon. But I have some things to do first that men will talk of in hushed voices afterwards, while I and my children sit and laugh. Is that it, Ageus? Yes. Farewell.
May the gods protect you, and farewell.